tired today. I had my show last night. It's pretty exhausting.
Alright, this one, I play it all the time, or I used to play it all the time. I don't really like to play it, but I just recently found out that it is my favorite person's favorite song. My favorite person is my brother. He's 14. I talked to him on YouTube, which might be weird, but we're filming for that right now. So, he told me this is his favorite one, so I gotta do it, I guess.
I'm so relieved that it's over. I did a good job. I had a lot of cheers. I also think that Caitlin might have gotten footage of me being interviewed by someone after, which was kind of cool.
And then another question I had, you play a lot of genres. Do you have a favorite one in particular?
Blues is my favorite, but I realize that that's not true for everyone in the world.
Yeah.
So, really, I've tried to, not bore everyone with it for so long.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing, you said, you mentioned you talked to your, you're gonna graduate this spring. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I do actually, yeah.
Because I was looking it up before the show to kind of get a gist of how we did it. So do you have a channel or anything?
Yeah, well, my individual channel is Semper Mewzick. My friend Marshall. Yeah, sure, no problem. But then the channel that I chat with my brother on is fine.
Yesterday in my history class we were learning about the counterculture movement, which is basically the social movement that sort of led to hippies and the Summer of Love and Woodstock and all of that. It got me thinking about our generation, or my generation. I don't know if my generation and your generation are the same, but I guess they are. We're only a couple of years apart. But it got me thinking, like, who is the voice of our generation? And then I was talking to Kate about it, and I think that our generation doesn't have a single voice, because I think there are just too many of us. Like, our population is too vast, and we have too much disagreement among all of us to have a single voice lead us, which I think might have just produced a generation of leaders. I don't think that means that everyone is a leader, but I think that there are a huge number of us. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts about this? I'm really interested in sort of dissecting ourselves. I'd like to congratulate you on a job well done with our idea to paste the little Barack Obamas all over. You did a good job. You had some really creative ones. The steering wheel, that was good. I liked the steering wheel. I also love your scarf. I think not enough. I think you need like one or two more like layers of it out if you could just wrap it around a few more times. To address your other question here, Mac versus PC. So I've been a Mac user for 2 years. That said, I don't think it's converted me completely from the PC. The truth is, there are a lot of good things about each machine. I do like the fluidity of the operation of a Mac. I think that Macs are really good for very specific things, especially things that are involved with creation. In particular, Macs are really good in support of music creation programs. They make things really simple. While gaming has become less important to me over the years, I still do find some importance in that when I think about buying a computer, or when I think about the computer that I have. Luckily, I've been really content with Minecraft and like the occasional Xbox playing when I can get home and play with you. I do think PCs are a little bit more straightforward with like their operation, but for some reason I also believe that Macs are inherently easier to use. I think that Macs have less sort of like technical issues that come along with them, but I think also the problem is when a PC has a technical issue, they're sort of easy to solve, whereas like a Mac issue is basically the answer is bring it to the Mac store and they'll fix it for you, which I don't like. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm still a PC guy, but I'm not against the Mac by any means. I'm glad you're excited for your birthday. I also am excited for your birthday. Nick, my question for you is Lizzie Goldfarb into you? Nick, for a reason that I don't remember, we were talking about Japan's national anthem. According to Wikipedia, it translates like this: May your reign continue for 1,000, 8,000 generations, until the pebbles grow into boulders, lush with moss. And that's it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's written in the Tanka form, which is a Japanese form of poetry from a long time ago. I've written a few Tankas myself, and I think I've had you read them before. When we started talking about Japan's national anthem, I sort of made a joke like, oh, is it a haiku? But it was a Tanka, which is like sort of like an extended haiku. That's like the worst definition of it though. Don't believe that. So because I had already made the joke about it being a haiku, I decided to rewrite Japan's national anthem in a haiku form. It goes like this. Japan, you are great, beautiful and fertile land, Super Nintendo. I think that'd be in the running for like Japan's next top national anthem. That hit game show. Nick, instead of asking you a question today, I'm going to ask you to do something. I'd like to ask you to write a haiku and also a tanka, and I'll do the same. So tomorrow you read me your haiku and your tanka. The haiku's form is pretty simple. It's a 3-line poem, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables again. Generally, they involve nature, and you can look them up on Wikipedia. It has everything on them. A tanka, on the other hand, is a bit longer at 5 lines, with the syllables being 5, 7, 5, and then the last 2 lines are 7 and 7. It should be noted that rhyme was never used in these poetic forms, and if it was, even if it was accidental, it was considered like a huge fault in the poem. I like you. I'll see you tomorrow.